Hey, what's up everyone? It's Assad here. Welcome back to the 52 Cards channel. In this video, I am going to be revealing the design for our brand new playing card project from 52 Cards, which is coming to Kickstarter very soon. The project is going to launch on May 12th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And it's going to be a total of a 30-day long campaign. However, for the day one backers, the early bird supporters who back the project within the first 24 hours of it launching, they are going to be receiving a very special bonus. And I'm actually going to tell you what that bonus is later on in this video. But if you happen to like the design and you're thinking about supporting this project, then I highly recommend that you support it within those first 24 hours after the project launches. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss this thing and that you can take advantage of that early bird deal, sign up for the waitlist. There'll be a link down below. You just enter your email address and that way you'll be notified when it launches, and you'll be given a heads up shortly before it launches as well, just so you can make sure you can get that day one bonus. Okay, that being said, let's go behind the card table and I am going to be giving you a close-up look at the back design for this upcoming playing card project. The back design is the most interesting and special aspect of this deck of cards. I absolutely love it. It's visually very interesting. It's a bit strange, but really cool to look at. So let's go behind the card table and let's check it out. Okay, so the name of this new deck is called Waves, and you're about to understand why. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna bring it in nice and close, and I'm actually gonna freeze the frame as well because I want you to take a very close and careful look at this. Just stare at it for a while, and hopefully you're gonna notice something kind of strange, which is that there is a very interesting optical illusion built into this design. Hopefully what you see is that the design kind of comes to life and starts to move. The line art should kind of sway back and forth, almost like the waves of an ocean, and hence the name of the deck. It's just a very interesting and unique quality that this deck has that hopefully you appreciate. There's actually two different illusions going on in this design. The first is this movement, and then the second optical illusion is that at certain angles, it looks like there's like a 3D depth illusion where the design rises above the surface of the card to take the form of waves. And once again, that's where the name of the deck comes from. Both of these illusions are kind of accentuated and amplified at some angles more than others, but they're both just really cool to look at, and it just makes this deck quite unique. I'm hoping this deck design is going to have quite a bit of mass appeal for a few reasons. You know, the first deck design that we released was the Mint playing cards, and this was very clearly for magicians. You know, it's got that traditional casino style design, which magicians tend to prefer, and it has a marking system built into it, which is, you know, for magicians to take advantage of. The Waves deck has no marking system, but I think magicians will still really appreciate this because magic is all about creating really cool and interesting illusions. And the fact that there's an illusion built into the design, I think is something that magicians will enjoy. You know, and although that there is no marking system, there is a very good one-way design feature in this Waves deck. And it's really ideal for magicians because, you know, it's very subtle. If you don't know what to look for, you would never see it. But if you do know what to look for, it's very easy to notice. So that's perfect. I'm going to make a whole separate video going over the one-way design feature of this deck, and then I'll also share with you a really cool application as well. So that'll be in a later video. You can look forward to that. But beyond just the Magic community, I think the cardistry community is also really going to appreciate this deck, because cardistry is all about creating beautiful movements with a deck of cards. And once again, the fact that there's movement within the design itself is something that I think cardists will enjoy. And then it's also just quite a minimal design, and that tends to be the type of design that cardists prefer. Also, the fact that there is no marking system in this deck means that it's perfect for people who just want to use the deck to play card games with, poker, blackjack, whatever it may be. This is like an ideal deck to take to your next home game. It's a nice design. The fact that the illusion is there is a nice conversation starter, you know, something you can share with your friends and have a good time with, and you can use this deck responsibly. I always encourage people not to take the Mint deck to a poker game because that marking system could get you in trouble. But with this, no risk at all, completely responsible and safe to use for card games. And then lastly, the playing card community, the collector community, I think will really like this a lot too, because the way that it's going to be released on Kickstarter, there are also going to be some really collectible and limited versions of this deck that are going to be available exclusively for those Kickstarter backers for a very limited period of time. So I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But yeah, hopefully this hits like a lot of the demographics that are interested in cards: the magicians, the cardists, the card game players, and the collectors. All right, now let's talk about the different versions of this deck that are going to be available during the Kickstarter project. So this right here, this is the standard edition deck, and this is the one that's hopefully going to be mass produced and will still be available after the Kickstarter project is over. Okay, the next version is what is called the Day 1 edition deck, and it's essentially the same Waves design but with an inverted color scheme, a really cool look. And it's called the Day 1 edition because for those of you who were around for the last Kickstarter project we did, which was the Mint 2 campaign, this was a wildly successful Kickstarter campaign, and part of the reason for that was because we offered a really great Day 1 bonus for all of the backers who supported the project on Day 1 within the first 24 hours of it launching. They got a free bonus deck just as a gift added to their reward package as a way of saying thank you for supporting the project early. Well, this time around, we're going above and beyond and offering an even better Day 1 bonus. Instead of throwing in an additional standard edition deck as a free gift, we are creating an entirely new, extremely limited Day 1 edition deck for those Day 1 backers. Okay, now it's not going to be completely free. It's going to be $1, so almost free. And the only reason it's not completely free is because Kickstarter has a new feature that allows you to select an item and add it on to whatever reward package you choose. And that feature is just great. It makes everything simple and it makes it a cleaner process to claim your Day 1 edition deck. But they do force you to set a minimum price for the item. So we set it at the minimum price, which is $1. So for almost free, for just $1, you're getting an extremely limited collectible deck because it's only going to be available for 24 hours and then it's gone. Okay, and it's limited to just one deck per backer, so it's going to be a very limited print run. If you are thinking about supporting this project, if you like the design, I highly recommend that you support it within those first 24 hours of the project launching so that you can claim this bonus. Okay, make sure you sign up for the waitlist down below so that you'll be notified as soon as the project launches, and that way you can be sure to be able to claim your Day 1 deck. Okay, so that is the Day 1 edition. The third and final edition that we plan on producing is what we're calling the limited edition Waves deck. Okay, and as you can see, same design, same color palette, but borderless. And that borderless feature, I absolutely love this because it actually amplifies and accentuates the optical illusion. There's something about getting rid of the borders that just makes the illusion pop. And I just really enjoy borderless decks in general. So the cool thing about this is that it's actually going to be the same price as the standard edition. However, it's only going to be available in certain reward packages. So you'll be able to see the details about that once the project launches. But once again, it's only going to be available for the duration of the Kickstarter project, and then it'll never be available again. So it's a Kickstarter exclusive, and it's going to be a limited print run. It's going to be a maximum number of decks per backer that can be claimed. So those are the three versions: standard, Day 1, and limited. And more information will be available about each of these versions on the Kickstarter page once it launches. All right, thanks for taking the time to check out this upcoming project. I hope you love the design, and if this seems like something you might be interested in supporting, once again, sign up for the waitlist down below. Just enter your email address, and that's the best way to be notified once it launches and of any other updates as well. That's all for now. There's going to be more information coming out about this project coming soon, and there's going to be like an official trailer video as well. You can look forward to that. But that's all for now. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.